Today we're going to rescue some meerkats and transport them 500 miles across the country. And no, we are not flying in the Buccaneer. We are departing Wellington and leaving Craig and Tina from Tail Dragger, Africa. Were very nice to host us last night. We had Relocated in the cockpit with me, but we're going to call him Ricky just for ease of use. And our plan for today is to head to Stellenbosch first. Never flown into Stellenbosch, so that should be pretty fun. That airfield is absolutely beautiful. And then pick up some meerkats. We got 2 meerkats who used to be pets. I believe they were given up, and now they have gone into a rescue center, and they're finally at the stage where they're going to be rewilded into the Kalahari. So our mission is to collect them in a crate, fly them up to Zylsrus, which is about 500 miles, and no better plane to do it in than an RV. Okay, let's see somebody rolling cycle, fuel pumps coming on, pressures, temperatures are good. So I want these stones to flick up. It's roll. Nice and short. Yeah, we're quite heavy in the back there. I can feel that on the stick.
Pull up.
Super nice day today, yeah.
Oh, it doesn't sound like there's anyone at Stellenbosch.
No, sounds like this. Sounds quiet.
No. Stellenbosch traffic, Juliet Charlie Oscar is now turning right downwind to runway 19.
Thomas.
Morning, is that you, Don?
No.
Who's that? Okay.
Radio silence.
India is 1 mile to the west of Helderberg Mountain, passing 1,000 feet on a climb to 1,500 feet, losing strength, going 128.
We had landed at the beautiful Stellenbosch airfield where we were met by Don Bailey from the Bateleurs, a non-profit organisation assisting with aerial support to wildlife and animal charities across South Africa. We had swiftly picked up our new friends Maverick and Goose, and we're going to take the 2 meerkats from Stellenbosch to Zylsrus. It was time to get them in the aircraft and get them to their new home. Stellenbosch traffic, Juliet Charlie Oscar is taxiing from the apron to the holding point, runway 19. On our way to Uppington, man.
Yeah. With 2 cute little meerkats in the back.
We have got Maverick and Goose flying with us today, all the way to Uppington and then on to Zylsrus, where they will be rewilded into the Kalahari, where they should be. Meerkats are desert animals, and they were pets at the beginning of their lives, and clearly people don't realize that meerkats are not such great pets, so they surrendered these meerkats, and now it's time for them to get back into the wild, or at least learn how to live in the wild. I don't think they were ever in the wild.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. I'm glad we can do this for the Bateleurs. So much traffic, Juliet Charlie Oscar entering and lining up behind Oscar Hotel India, and we'll be departing right and out, routing northbound for Uppington. Okay, flaps are set, mixture is coming rich, prop, lights are on, fuel pump to go. Let's wait for the soak to come through. Actually roll now, fuel pump is on. Lamps pressure is good, let's go. Stay on the ground and up. So Stellenbosch traffic, Juliet Charlie Oscar is now airborne off of runway 19. We're going to make a low level right hand downwind departure to the north, Juliet Charlie Oscar.
Now off with Maverick and Goose.
There we go, dude. Let's get this temps down.
Going from a lush Cape Town to bone dry Kalahari.
Yeah. Flaps are up, brakes, undercarriage, mixture is coming back for leaning soon. Prop is set.
Pull up.
We're going to bring it to wiggle. We got 23 inches already there.
Pull.
Bring the prop back to 2350.
124 traffic in the Pole area, Julia Charlie Oscars on RV-7 routing Stellenbosch to Uppington. Coming up on the western side of Falberg 2000, climbing 2,500, we'll be routing northbound. And changing frequency to 1242 for the Delta 69, Julia Charlie Oscar.
Hot and we are heavy.
She is climbing very slowly. It might not be high, but it's hot.
Right, so we are in the cruise. We have been going for about an hour and 10 minutes now since we left Stellenbosch with our friends Maverick and Goose in the back, and there he is sticking his little nose through for the camera. I don't know if you guys can see him there, but shame, it's really loud in this aeroplane, and these guys must be struggling just a little bit with the noise. But the flight's been smooth so far. We had a couple of bumps now in the last sort of 5-10 minutes, but it seems to be smooth again. Touch wood, it stays that way. And we have got 1 hour to get to Uppington. Uppington is our fuel stop. We're going to fuel up with the guys in the back, and then we've got about 40 minutes flight to where their rewilding is, or their rewilding facility is. So yeah, hopefully it's not too bad in the back there for them. We've got a nice little tailwind, 167 knots over the ground, which is cool, and we will be in Uppington in 1 hour. Currently flying over what looks like the moon, actually coming up on a pan that we've flown to before a couple of years ago, and we are, when I say literally, in the middle of nowhere. This is quite literally, it's like, it looks like Namibia. This is what Namibia looks like. There's no towns around, there's just nothing for miles and miles and miles.
That's a lunar landscape.
Yeah, literally. And they don't smell the greatest, these guys.
They do reek.
And it doesn't help that we've got a very small cabin, and the air is not really venting out. It's coming in through the vents, so it's quite warm now. So the smell is lingering around. Okay, buddy. I know, we're almost there.
We've just landed at Uppington, very hot Uppington. It's 36, 37 degrees here, which is just wild. There's a little bit of a breeze, which is quite nice, but we thought we'd just take the meerkats out of the plane just so it's not so hot in there, just flipping cooking inside there at the moment. But they're doing well. They survived the 2.5 hour flight. Here they are. Hello guys. I know. We're almost home. We're almost home. We'll take you back inside and get you cool, and then we're going to do the last leg of like 45 minutes. Alright, so we are getting a little bit of fuel. The wind has picked up slightly and the temperature is still increasing. It's getting so hot. I've put the meerkats over there under the shade, just so that they don't have to, the box doesn't have to sit on this tarmac. The tarmac is cooking. I can feel on my shoes that it's already so hot. So we want to try and do this fueling thing as quickly as possible, get out of here and get these meerkats to their new home as quickly as possible.
Times and places are all in who you share them with, and it's life.
We are on descent into Zylsrus. It is disgustingly hot. It is 34 degrees and we are still like 1,500 feet above the ground. We're descending now for Zylsrus, and it's time to get out of this flippin' aeroplane. This has been quite the Kalahari flippin' flight, yeah, and it's not fun managing temperatures and stuff all the time. It's just so hot. Taking off out of Uppington was just, I mean, we're being bounced around now. This is just like the least amount of fun I've had in a while. The engine was running so rough because it wasn't getting enough fuel. Everything was vaporizing across the top. The oil temperature was high. We had to climb out at like flipping 50 foot a minute to keep the temperatures cool. Anyway, we got to our final cruising altitude eventually. But we weren't there for long, and now we're coming back down again into the horrible heat. So you meerkats, I really hope you're grateful for what we're doing for you. And I'm actually glad that we can do stuff like this for them. and excuse my naked chest, like I literally cannot wear my shirts, it's just like a bucket of sweat. We really are putting ourselves through our faces here.
Aerial sauna a bit.
Yeah. Feel sorry for those meerkats at the back, they've got no ear protection and it's just so hard being bounced around, it's just, yeah, it's not fun. Alright, so this is where we will be keeping the aircraft for tonight. We are on the Zylsrus runway, which is a bit of a rough runway, but it's fine. Yeah, I think biggest thing to do now is just get it tied down so that it doesn't blow around this evening. It was a bit of a bumpy landing coming in, obviously very hot, that probably contributed to most of it, and it's currently 45 degrees I think it was. So my engine and all the fuel and everything is definitely pouring out the bottom. So time to get this tied up, maybe push it around, but it's just so hot. It is so hot, but yeah, let's do what we need to do. This is aviation. We have arrived at the sanctuary. It's a bit of a makeshift sanctuary that they have here at the moment. They've just moved locations. I believe the previous place that they had, the person that owned the property didn't want the meerkats on the property anymore, so now they've had to move to this farm here, which is about 30 k's outside of town, and has been absolutely scorching. I just had to not flippin' think about aeroplanes or filming for a good half an hour. So we're back here now, and we've managed to release the 2 meerkats out of their cage, which is great. The one is very tame, the other one wasn't so tame, but we got a few shots of that. And yeah, now it's a matter of getting them accustomed to the other meerkats that are here. There's about 250 meerkats here at the rescue center, and yeah, they go into a group or a mob, and hopefully they can mix in with one of the mobs that are still here and then eventually be rewilded. So we've come to a rewilded mob of meerkats. Beautiful sunset here, still scorching hot obviously, and yeah, so what they do is once they have released them back into the wild, obviously they can't just let them fend for themselves from day one, so they tend to bring some food out for them as they start to learn to catch their own food, and yeah, once they've been doing that for I think it was about 6 months, they live out on their own. So this is the mob that's just been rewilded and getting used to living back in the wild again.